What's going on, everyone? I'm kind of curious. I really want to know. I really want you guys to respond in the comments. Do you prefer a mid-drive bike or a hub drive bike? I'm kind of partial to one of those, and I'll explain here and tell you why and which one. But we're out today on the Biketrix Stunner X. This bike doesn't make a whole lot of video appearances. It's been kind of tucked away in the back of the trailer, hard to get it in and out. And I had an issue with the brake for a minute where it's just squealing horribly, but I got all that fixed, so perfectly rideable now. And I've seen some comments lately, you know, Citizen, you should try a mid-drive bike. And I mean, I have one. I have two, actually. This is a 750 mid-drive, the Bafang BBSO2 motor in this bike. I've had this for like a year now, and I did a bunch of videos on it. I also have the cargo bike from Uniround, which is a mid-drive bike. So I've tried mid-drives. I am familiar with them. I know how they work. And I must say, though, that I am partial to the hub drive just because I just like having all the power at my disposal and not have to shift through all the gears to get maximum power or to get maximum speed. I love shifting manual transmission cars and also my motorcycles. I love that. I don't really love it on a bicycle, though. I'd rather just have the hub drive. It's a little bit simpler and I guess easier to figure out. I'm betting that most of you are the same way. I bet you also have a preference for the hub drive, but we'll see. We'll see how many commenters we get. But this bike has a ton of power. I'll give it that. The mid drives are crazy powerful compared to the hub drives. There's no comparison. This is way more powerful than any hub drive bike I've got. Probably even more so than that Aerial Rider, which has like a 2,000 watt motor in it. This thing has just got tons of torque, 120 Newton meters. Most of your 750 bikes are like 80 Newton meters. So I'll show you right now. This is what happens when you smash the throttle on this bike. I've done this in like every video because I enjoy doing it. Here we go. Whoa, man, I almost lost it there. I'm in second gear. I mean, you hit the throttle and the front end just climbs. Holy cow, it's a little hard to manage. But that gives you, there's a better one, all right. That gives you an idea of the power that this thing has. I mean, just a wheelie off the line like crazy. This is a really nice bike. This is like a $2,800 bike, I think. I think that's what it goes for. But it's got that 750 mid-drive motor. Lots and lots and lots of power. 9-speed on this thing. Great brakes now that I've fixed them. It was just like leaking brake fluid out of it, or mineral oil, I guess. But that seems to be corrected now. And I think I had the caliper on there too tight, which wasn't allowing it to move. But anyway, I wanted to take this out and just ask that question because I've been looking at other bikes and a lot of them have mid-drive motors, kind of the big badass bikes that are out there that interest me, and they all have like that Bafang Ultra motor, and I'm just like, I prefer the hub, I guess, but maybe I should try that Ultra. Maybe it would change my mind. But I just like being able to have, like I said, the power, all the power at my disposal without having to shift constantly. But when I'm doing this, when I'm out for just a nice, easy, relaxing cruise on a warm winter day, this bike is perfect. I don't mind it at all right now. But I do suggest this and other mid-drive bikes too. When people will email me and say, hey, I live in a really mountainous area, a lot of hills, a lot of big hills I gotta climb, and I need a bike with power. Should I get a Rad Rover or a Hemiway? I'm like, you're looking at the wrong thing. If you live in a place like that, you should be getting a mid-drive bike possibly, because this will give you the hill climb power. Being that you can utilize the gears to pull all of that torque out of this motor, this is what's going to help you climb really steep hills. But this is a really nice bike, but there's a couple issues I got with it. I don't mind the mid-drive. Again, probably not my favorite, but it's a really strong, fast motor too. I can pedal this thing over 30 miles an hour pretty easily as well. The other problem I've got with this bike is the wheels and the tires. Actually, before I get out in the street, let me show you what I'm talking about. So this bike is a 24-inch wheel, 24/3 on these tires. And I believe, just so you know, the Biketrix Stunner X, I believe you can also get 26/4 fat tires on it. And if you're gonna buy this bike, I highly recommend you do that, because I got it with These right here, 24 by 3, they're still a really like big meaty tire, but the problem is you can't get them. It's like an odd size. I've been searching all over trying to find a 24 by 3 tire that has off-road tread on it, and I can't find them anywhere. I've been wanting to change these out to a more off-roady tire, but I just can't find them. So something to think about if you're considering 24 by 3 inch tires on a bike. I mean, it makes the bike lower and accessible to more people, but you know, if you can't find a replacement tire, you're in trouble. I can find the slick ones, but I don't need that. I got slick ones on it already. I want the grippy ones. So somebody educate me in the comments where to find those. I think the only place I've seen some of them was on Alibaba, which I've never used, never ordered anything from there. So, but another thing that kind of gets me on this one, you know, it's got that torque management system on it. So when you do shift, cuts the motor power for a split second to allow it to shift smoothly, but I don't know, it doesn't give you a steady acceleration then. It's just kind of cuts in and out. But that's what it's supposed to do, to take the pressure off the chain as you shift. But so other than the insane torquey power of these mid-drive motors, what's the huge advantage that I'm missing here? Because some of you are diehard mid-drive motor fans, and I don't know. I mean, to me, it's a lot more shifting you got to do through everything to get the power out of the bike. This thing has power everywhere, though. I mean, you want a powerful bike, check this thing out. I mean, I'm not even in a pedal assist right now. I'm riding no power because this bike is so light and so easy and smooth to ride with. I can ride it with no power at all because I can't. And when I go into pedal assist 1, it just takes right off. It makes me go faster than I want to go. Now, this bike also has a cadence sensor, not a torque sensor. And on this particular one, it is immediate. You get not even like a quarter of a pedal and it kicks in. It's so fast. I've never had a cadence sensor kick in that fast before. Yeah, I don't know how they do that, but it's so quick. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the mid-drive and what I'm talking about, I did a video on the differences between mid-drive and hub drive to try to explain it as best as I could, as I was trying to learn about it as well. So I'll put that in the description, you check it out. But essentially, it's driving your front gear here. Let me see if I can get a shot of it for you. Put it up on the kickstand. So when I hit the throttle, there you go. Of course, the pedals don't spin, but the front chainring does. But that also means if you break your chain or have this off-road and you smash the front chainring off of a log and break it, you're not riding this home. You could ride the hub drive home though. You don't even need pedals to ride one of those. Let me know in the comments. That's what I want to get out of this today. I want to know. I'm betting that like 85% of you are riding the hub drive bike. These tend to be more expensive. The mid-drives tend to be way more expensive as well. But I'm betting that the majority of this audience that watches this has a hub drive bike. So prove me wrong. How many mid-drive people are out there? Let me know. Hope you enjoyed this nice, easy winter December cruise. I wish it was like this all year round. This is like the perfect temperature. But thank you to everyone for continuing to watch. And I do have a bunch more bikes on the way, actually. And I got some more videos to do too, because I sold some. I got rid of a lot. Actually, I cleared out quite a few bikes so I could make room to do some more, overview videos. So there should be a bunch more of those coming in the new year. I think I'm getting the next new bike here next week. So smash the subscribe, hit the bell so you get to see all those. And thanks again for watching.